We did excuse me, we did a big revision session about everything that we covered in the first few lessons. So before we move on to today's topic, does anybody have any questions about anything that we've covered so far? Sorry, what was that, Tina? Did you say something?
No.
Thought I saw your mouth moving, but you were on mute. Never mind. Okay, so today our topic is going to be an introduction to the teal paragraph structure. And I'm going to open a document here and share the screen. Okay, so the teal paragraph structure is a framework. So it's a way to structure your writing, and it'll help you to organize your arguments for debate in a clear and persuasive manner. And the reason that it's called the teal paragraph structure is that each letter in the acronym TEAL stands for a different part of the paragraph. So we start with the T, and that T stands for topic sentence. And the topic sentence is there to introduce the main point or the main argument of the paragraph. And it should really clearly state the focus and position of the paragraph. So what are you arguing? What is your claim? That's what the topic sentence is about. Next, we have the first E, which stands for explanation. And the explanation provides further details, and it basically allows you to go into more detail and to elaborate on the topic sentence. And this is going to help you develop your argument, and it's going to provide any necessary details that the reader needs to know to understand your point. The second E stands for evidence. And the evidence is there to support your argument by providing any relevant facts, any examples, expert opinions, or statistics. And it is there to strengthen the persuasiveness of your paragraph. So if you use evidence, it makes your argument a lot more believable. And you're going to hear me say that quite a bit over the next few lessons. And finally, we have the L, or the linking sentence. And the linking sentence connects the paragraph's argument and evidence back to the overall topic of the debate. So it ensures that the paragraph remains focused and relevant to the broader context of the debate. So I've got here an example of a teal paragraph. And so you can see how you can see a good example of each of the parts of a paragraph. So first we start with the topic sentence. So remember, the topic sentence is here to introduce the issue to the readers or to the audience. So we have something like, increased funding for public schools is essential to improve educational quality. So it's short, it's right to the point, and everybody can understand what we're arguing about here. And that is that the more money that you give to public schools for funding, the better education they can provide for their students that attend the school. We then go on to the explanation. Remember, this is to expand. This is to give more detail about the issue. So public schools are facing numerous challenges, including outdated infrastructure, limited resources, and overcrowded classrooms. Without adequate funding, it becomes difficult to address these issues and provide a conducive learning environment for students. So there we see through a couple more sentences, they are able to add a lot more detail to their argument. So they list some of the challenges that the schools are going through. So the resources, infrastructure, overcrowding. And then they go on to say, without adequate funding, so without enough money, it becomes difficult to address these issues and provide a positive learning environment for students. Next up here, we've gone on to list evidence. Now, this was just an example teal paragraph that I wrote, so my evidence isn't real. So when you guys are doing your researching and looking for evidence, please make sure you do use real evidence and don't just make up something for an example like this. So, according to a study by the National Education Association, schools with higher funding levels consistently show better academic performance and higher graduation rates. Additionally, examples from various states have demonstrated that increased funding has led to improved student outcomes, such as higher test scores and increased access to extracurricular activities. So we go on with the evidence here. So you can see the first thing I've done is given credit to the people that I found the information from. So according to a study by the National Education Association, and then I've gone on to list the results of that study. So schools with higher funding levels consistently show better performance by students and higher rates of graduation, so more people are graduating. Additionally, schools from various states have demonstrated, so they've shown that the more money they get, the better their students do. They score better on tests and they have better access to after-school activities, sports clubs, things of the sort. And finally, we have our link to the motion. So just going through this paragraph, you can see that we've talked about a lot of different information. And so to help the audience remember everything we've just talked about, we sum it up with one last little sentence just to remind the audience of all the information. So we might say something like, therefore, allocating more resources and funding to public schools is crucial to ensure that every student has an equal opportunity to receive a quality education and succeed in their academic journey. So we've got there, it just ties it all back to the issue. So giving more resources, more money and funding to public schools, tying it back to the topic sentence is crucial. It's important to ensure that every student has an equal opportunity to receive a good quality education and to succeed in their schooling. So that there's a great example of a teal paragraph. It meets all the requirements. And if you can learn to, or if you practice this form of writing, then, and you get good at it, you'll become very persuasive. Okay. So next, I'll open up a slideshow. So does anybody have any questions about the teal paragraph structure so far? Terrific. So teal paragraph structure.
What does teal mean, teacher?
What does teal mean? So TEEL are the first letter of each of the different parts of the paragraph. So we've got topic sentence T, explanation for E, evidence for the other E, and linking sentence for L. So that name teal, that's just the first letter of each part of the paragraph. So we've been through the different parts of the paragraph. When you actually write a paragraph, you would actually write it like this. So without all of the headings, so you wouldn't write topic sentence and then your topic sentence. You wouldn't write explanation before the blue bit, so on and so forth. You would just write it like this. Just that's what a full paragraph would look like. Obviously, it would just all be in black as well. I've just color coded the different parts to show you. So yeah, so we see here, this is the exact same paragraph that we just saw in that document. And yeah, we've just color coded each part. So the benefits of the teal paragraph structure. So some of the things that you can get out of adopting this writing structure. So you're going to get enhanced organization and clarity in presenting arguments. So you're going to find that any argument you have to present, be it in a debate or be it a speech or anything that you've got to do with public speaking, you're going to find that this is going to keep your notes a lot more organized, and it's going to help you present your ideas much clearer. So that is very good. Also, you're going to find that you're going to become more persuasive and you're going to have more of an impact on the debate. And the reason for it is that the teal structure just, it takes you from one step to the next. So you give your idea, you build on it, you provide evidence as to why it's true or why it's real, and then you go on to just round it all off and just re-describe everything. It's just the perfect structure to really write your ideas down well. And finally, it's going to help you develop your critical thinking and logical reasoning skills. So critical thinking is the ability to not just believe everything you're told, it's the ability to listen to what's being said, analyze that information, and really decide if you believe it or not. And your logical reasoning skills are your ability to look at a problem and find the solution. So it's a really good method for working forwards through a problem and to really think about each step as you do it. And you'll become very clever cookies if you do that. So, unless we have any questions about the teal paragraph structure, I want you guys, we're going to do a practice activity now. I'm going to give you this motion, are video games good for children? And in fact, I'll even give you 20 minutes instead of 15 to write a paragraph using the teal paragraph structure. You'll be able to ask me for help in the chat box.
May I go to the bathroom?
You may. So I'd like everybody to get out either a piece of paper and a pen, or open up a Word document on your computer, or open up the Notes tab if you're using Notepad. And we're going to get ready to write a teal paragraph. And actually, before we do, I would like to quickly show you. If you would like to, you can use the chat box, but try to keep your paragraph together. Don't send it in chunks. You just want one big piece
What
of
are we
writing.
going to do?
So we are going to write a paragraph using this teal paragraph structure. But I am going to show you how to do your research first. So let's have a look at our topic. Are video games good for children? So to do your research, what you will want to do is you want to open the internet, go to a search browser like a search engine like Google or Bing. And the first thing we're going to type in is the topic of the debate. So are video games good for children? So that's the first thing you should try typing in when you're looking for your evidence. So if you let me take it back a step. So first of all, you need to think of your argument. So what argument are you going to put in this paragraph? So are video games good for children? I'm going to decide to say in this paragraph that, yes, I think video games can be good for children. So I'll be the proposition team. So I'm looking for evidence that supports my argument. And my argument will be, I'll put this in the chat box now. So, topic. Are video games good for children? Okay, so my argument is going to be that video games can teach children some important skills for later in life. So I've got my topic, I've got my side, and I've got my argument that I'm going to find evidence for. So once I've got that, the first thing I will do is, as we went to Google, and I'll do my search, are video games good for children? So I want to have a look through all of this evidence here. So kids health, WebMD, is gaming good for kids? And I might have a look through some of these articles to see if I think they're any good. So this article here seems to be pointing out the symptoms of video game aggression in children. There's a section on benefits of playing video games, best types of games, tips for safe gameplay. So it has a bit of both sides, but I don't really want to use this evidence. I've decided it's not best for my case. Conversation. Might have a look here.
Searching is going to take a really long time, teacher.
No, you should be able to do this you should be able to find a source of evidence and write your paragraph in 20 minutes. So, decided this
Teacher.
one's not for me. Yes.
Write in where we write.
What am I
Teacher,
writing?
We write in a paper.
Yeah, so if you've got it, write on a sheet of paper with a pen, or if you have a document app on your computer, like Microsoft Word, you can use that.
Are we going to use evidence?
Yes, you are going to find your evidence. Okay, so I like the look of this evidence here from raisesmartkid.com. And I see point number 2. So I'm going to copy this. Now, it's important when I'm getting my evidence that I don't just copy and paste. So what I want to do, stretch this window out a bit bigger. Doesn't want to grow. Okay, so what I would do is I would paste my evidence. So I would paste my evidence in the document, but send it right down to the bottom of the page. And then I would have my okay. So now that I've written my topic sentence and my explanation, I would go on to then reword this evidence here. So I'd say something like hand-eye coordination, blah, blah. So I would read the sentences and then I would rewrite them in my own words whilst mentioning the raisesmartkids.com. According to the raisesmartkids.com website, and then I would go on to rewrite the evidence in my own words.
Are we going to search this all in Google?
Yes. So there we go. So I would start the sentence with something like, according to the raysmartkids.com website, and then I'd go on to rewrite the evidence in my own words, because plagiarizing or copying people's work word for word is stealing. Okay, so that was Microsoft Word. For anybody that's interested, that was Microsoft Word. But if you don't have that, I'm sure your computer or your tablet has a notes app that you can use to write your paragraph in. Okay, so I'm going to put up a 20-minute timer. Beautiful. So I'm going to put up a 20-minute timer. I'm going to display this example paragraph here. And I am going to send you on your way. So the topic that you'll be arguing, are video games good for children? And you can pick if you want to be on the proposition or the opposition. You need to decide your argument and then start writing. Find some evidence to use in your paragraph, and then finish it all off with a linking sentence. So I'll be here to answer any questions you've got. If you're stuck on anything, please ask for help. I'm more than happy to help. So 20 minutes starts now.
Teacher, I've sent my teacher.
I know, I see it there.
Share your sentence.
Okay, everybody. So I received a few paragraphs in the chat box during that time. Good job. So I'd like to start with Bill, please. Can you read out what you've written? Bill, can you read out what you've written, please?
Turn on his microphone.
I did. I've requested that he unmute. Bill, can you turn on your microphone, please? Tell us what you've written. Guess not. Mary, I believe yours was next. Can you read out your paragraph for the class, please?
Some games might improve kids' hand-eye coordination and problem-solving skills. Playing simple games can improve your child's mood, promote relaxation, and reduce anxiety. Some video games needed a lot of money, and if children is affected to the type of game they played, they could use all their savings or ask money from their parents
Okay.
pay for them.
So you've got some good information in there. You just need to make sure that you quote any evidence that you use. So things like playing simple games can improve your child's mood, promote relaxation, and reduce anxiety. So I can't tell if that's part of your explanation or part of your evidence. But yeah, you've got some good information in there. You just need to be a little bit clearer about whether it's part of your explanation or part of your evidence. Okay, so on next Tuesday, we're going to go over this teal paragraph stuff, and I'm actually going to do what you guys have done today. I'm going to write a teal paragraph in 20 minutes, and I'll share my screen so you can see the whole process. Then I'll give you guys another go. Okay, next up, Tina, can you please read your paragraph for us?
So it depends on the video game if the children play. If it's not violent, then it can be good for them. If it is, then it shouldn't be recommended to them. But for now, I'm on the proposition team. According to educational advancement, safe, kid-friendly video games will improve lots of skills like memorization, creativity, and problem solving. It could also help kids learn some stuff that could be useful. They can make friends online, compete a lot if they are competitive, and if they like taking turns having this role and that, they could learn leadership and following skills. Then, when they have a younger sibling or a friend that comes over, they could teach them some stuff that they've learned out of that game. In the end, they're not too bad. Adults just need to limit the amount of screen time their kids get so that they don't get short sight problems.
Okay, so overall, very good paragraph. I like how you have cited your evidence and then provided some good facts. The one thing I would say is that you're just a little bit, I read this paragraph and it feels like you're not 100% committed to this side of the debate. So like your opening sentence, it depends on the video game the children play. If it's not violent, it can be good. If it is, then it shouldn't be recommended for them. So in a debate situation, anything like that where you are mostly on your team, but then you say a couple of things that can help your opponents, stuff like that will be used for counter arguments immediately. So if it doesn't help your case, don't even mention it. Leave that up for your opponents. Don't do the work for them. But your evidence was good. Your explanation was good. Just make sure that you are a little bit clearer with your topic sentence and a little bit clearer with your linking sentence. But overall, very good. Okay, who do we have next? Okay. So did can I have another volunteer to read out their paragraph, please? Min, what did you write?
I haven't finished yet, but I will read it.
Thank you.
Okay. With more than 90% of American children playing video games an average of 2 hours a day, whenever that good idea is a valid question for parents. Video game, especially violent game, worry parents about should they ban violence game. In 2021, the survey of Stanford University that 84% parents said that they should ban violent game. Why? First, violence. Study involved brain scan are connecting that children play video games show decreased activity in areas of brain. Also, some games like violent game makes students copy the action in the game and always think about it that they cannot concentrate pay attention in the class. I write that because I not finished yet, so
Okay, so your evidence section was absolutely phenomenal. I love the use of the statistics. I like how you reworded the evidence, so it wasn't just taken straight from the website. You rewrote it into your own words, and it was very useful information. I would say you just need to focus on the structure of your paragraph. So you have your topic sentence first, then your explanation, and then your evidence. But once we tidy that up, you're going to write some fantastic paragraphs, Min. Well done. Sally from Hanoi, how did you go?
But am I going to talk, teacher?
Yeah, can you read out what you wrote, please?
Playing games can be good or bad. Playing games are good in that children can be relaxed and feel better. But playing games are also paid a lot of money. Many people are in love with it. So they beg their parents to give them more money than usual. Some parents don't want the children to be in love with, but many people are in love with. I think they will be good as I think
Okay, so what you wrote was quite good. You had a nice structure to your paragraph. So you introduced your topic and you went on to explain it very well. The only thing we need to work on with your paragraphs are finding evidence and finding evidence and writing that into your paragraph, and then just a nice little linking sentence at the end. But the first half was very well done, Sally. Thank you. Okay. Did Sally just disappear from the class? I see Sally Ride there still, but not the other Sally. Oh. Okay, so great job today, everybody. I'll post your homework in the Zalo group now. Yes, Mayanne?
can I read my opinion?
You can. Yes, you can. Give me just 2 moments though. So yeah, I'll post your homework in the Zalo group. It's going to be just practice writing a couple of paragraphs, and then on Thursday I'm going to show everybody how I would write a paragraph. Yeah, Mary, that's fine. If your battery's dying, you need to go. I'll see you on Thursday. Actually, no, I'll see you next week on Tuesday. Forgetting what day it is.
but I thought tomorrow we are going to have a maxi supervising lesson.
Well, yes, then in that case, I'll see you tomorrow if you're in Maxie's class.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, Mary. Okay, Mayanne, if you'd like to read your paragraph.
Yeah, I read it now.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. I think the game is not good for children because they can play a lot of games without worry about study. So that children is exam will be loud scored. They all have children who play from 2 hours to 4 or 5 hours. In addition, also causing them only stay in house to play phone without going outside to play with other friends. If they play game for entertainment after tired thing, they may still feel better. But if children play too much, it could be harmful. So I think the game is not good for children.
Okay, so very well written. You had a good topic sentence and a good explanation, and you had a good linking sentence to tie it off at the end. We just need to make sure that we're using our evidence and that we are quoting that evidence where we got it from. But overall, very well done, Mayanne. So I'll see you guys next Tuesday. I'll post your homework in the Zalo group now. And then enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
You will send the homework in the Zalo.
Yeah, I'll send the homework in the Zalo group.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, or if I have any of you in a class tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye, teacher. Goodbye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.